Every single day, factories around the world produce millions of them. One U.S. plant alone churns out nearly 12 million Dum Dums daily. That's a staggering amount of sweetness heading straight into people's hands. From ancient honey sticks to modern machines running at lightning speed, the story of a lollipop is anything but ordinary, and we will be covering the step-by-step production of these gems here at the Process World. Lollipops may feel like a modern treat, yet their story stretches back thousands of years. In ancient Persia, Egypt, and China, people were already boiling honey into hardened candy and using sticks to keep their hands from getting sticky. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, when sugar became more available in Europe, and wealthy families enjoyed boiled sugar confections that looked more like jewels than food. The turning point came in the early 1900s. In 1908, an American candy maker named George Smith began attaching hard candy to wooden sticks, naming his creation Lollipop, after a racehorse he admired. Around the same time, some European candy shops had been doing something similar to make sweets easier to package and carry. While the exact inventor is debated, what's clear is that attaching candy to a stick changed the candy world forever. Suddenly, sweets became playful, portable, and fun to eat in a whole new way. But how exactly are they made? Well, before we continue, please leave a like and subscribe for more amazing videos like this one. Now moving on. Before a single lollipop takes shape, the groundwork begins with its most important players, sugar and corn syrup. These ingredients arrive at factories in bulk. Sugar is often delivered in massive rail cars or trucks, while corn syrup comes in tankers that pump the thick liquid straight into storage tanks. This setup keeps production flowing without interruptions. Then comes the stick, an essential part of the lollipop's identity. Factories usually make them from tightly rolled paper that's coated with a layer of wax, making it sturdy and safe from dissolving when it touches saliva. In some cases, plastic sticks are also used, depending on the brand. Meanwhile, smaller but equally important ingredients are prepared in advance. Food acids like citric or malic acid are measured out to give the candy its tang. Flavorings, whether fruity, minty, or exotic, are lined up and ready. Colorings are also set aside, ensuring that when the candy is cooked, it turns into the bright, playful shades we instantly recognize. Once the ingredients are ready, the real magic begins inside the factory. First up is sugar, and it's not a quick job. In huge stainless steel tanks, refined sugar is poured into hot water heated to about 82 degrees Celsius. This step can take hours, sometimes up to 9, because every single grain needs to dissolve perfectly to create a smooth base. After that, corn syrup is added to the mix. Factories keep a careful balance here with roughly 55% sugar to 45% syrup. That balance is what prevents the candy from turning grainy and keeps the final lollipop glossy and hard. From there, the mixture is pumped into a pre-cooking system. Steam-heated coils slowly raise the temperature to around 109 degrees Celsius. It may sound like a small step, but this stage is crucial. It prepares the sugary liquid for the intense heat that comes next, setting the foundation for the hard, cracked texture every lollipop needs. After the mixture leaves the pre-cooker, it's time for the most dramatic part of the process. Vacuum cooking and candy base. Now, the liquid sugar blend flows into a vacuum cooker where the temperature shoots up to around 143 degrees Celsius. Inside, the pressure is lowered so moisture can evaporate quickly. In just a few minutes, the syrup transforms into a thick, glossy mass with less than 2% water content. This step is what gives lollipops their glassy, hard, cracked texture. Without it, the candy would stay soft and sticky. The result coming out of the cooker is scorching hot, thick like molten asphalt, and has to be handled carefully as it heads toward the next stage of production. At this point, the candy base is fully formed and ready for the next step around, giving it flavor and color. While the mixture is still hot and workable, flavorings are added. These can be natural extracts like strawberry or mint, or carefully crafted artificial flavors that make each batch taste consistent no matter when or where it's made. Next comes the splash of color. Food-grade dyes transform the clear candy mass into bright reds, blues, yellows, and every shade in between. This step is what gives lollipops their playful look and helps each flavor stand out instantly. To balance out all that sweetness, acids like citric or malic acid are mixed in. They add a refreshing tart edge that keeps the candy from tasting flat. At the same time, kneading begins, either by hand in smaller setups or by machine in large factories. Kneading spreads the flavor and color evenly through the batch while also working out trapped air bubbles, which ensures a smooth, glossy finish once the candy hardens. This is the stage where the lollipop gains its personality. The taste, the look, and the spark that makes each one unique. Once the candy mass is flavored and colored, it needs to be transformed into the form everyone recognizes. The hot mixture is rolled into long, thick ropes by special machines. These ropes are then guided through sizing rollers that make sure every strand is even and consistent in thickness. Consistency is key here, because it ensures every lollipop comes out uniform in size and weight. From there, the ropes are cut into precise segments and sent into forming machines. This is where the fun really takes shape, literally. The machines press the candy into spheres, discs, or other popular shapes. At the same time, each piece gets its stick. Whether it's a paper stick reinforced with wax or a plastic one, the forming machine secures it firmly in place. The candy itself flows slightly into the stick's hollow end, anchoring it so it doesn't slip out once hardened. Modern factories can handle this process at an incredible pace, producing close to 1,000 lollipops per minute. Every piece looks identical, with the stick centered perfectly and the candy shape just right, ready for the next stage. At this stage, the candy is extremely hot and soft, so it needs to cool down and solidify into that familiar glassy texture. To make this happen, the lollipops are carried through long cooling tunnels or rotating drums where cool air flows over them. The process doesn't take long, just a few minutes, but it's carefully controlled. If the cooling is too fast, the candy can crack. If it's too slow, the shape may not hold perfectly. By keeping the pace steady, factories ensure every lollipop hardens into a smooth, shiny piece of candy that's strong enough to last in your mouth for a long time. By the end of this stage, the transformation is complete. A sticky, molten mass has become a solid, glossy treat that looks exactly like what you'd find on the store shelf. All that's left is to keep it fresh and ready for customers through careful packaging. Automated wrapping machines take over, sealing each lollipop in cellophane or waxed paper. The wrapping can be twisted at the ends or heat-sealed, both methods making sure no moisture or dirt gets inside. This step also gives lollipops their neat, shiny look that makes them stand out on store shelves. Once wrapped, the candies move down conveyor lines where they're counted, sorted, and grouped. Depending on the order, they might be packed into plastic bags for bulk sales or neatly stacked in boxes for retail. Advanced machines can even separate lollipops by color or flavor before final packing, ensuring variety packs are balanced and appealing. At the same time, quality control runs alongside every step. Factories test the sugar for purity, check the cooking temperatures, and inspect the hardness and gloss of finished candies. Workers also keep an eye out for broken pieces, uneven shapes, or misaligned sticks. Anything that doesn't pass inspection gets melted down and reprocessed, ensuring nothing goes to waste. By the end of this stage, each lollipop is sealed, safe, and consistent, ready to travel from the factory floor to stores around the world. And that's it. Now to you, if you had the chance to make your own type of candy, what flavor would you add and why? Share your thoughts in the comments section below as you leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos like this one.